I've been shit at golf for a long time. All right! Mostly because I don't like doing anything to get better. Like most of the golfing population, I just show up and play, fucking slice the ball to oblivion, and spend a lot of time wondering why I'm not better than I am. That was not really the front edge. I mean, I'm not an expert, but it seems to me like the front edge is just there. But it got me thinking, how long would it take to get good at golf? And by that I don't mean like, oh, if you did a fucking lesson a day for 60 days, how fucking good could you get? Because I kind of wanted to make it like realistic, not just for me, but for you if you wanted to try it yourself. But I feel like it's not like totally unrealistic to say you could do like a half-hour lesson a week and then hit the driving range or the practice facility like 2 or 3 times a week. But if you implemented like a structured plan and did that over a month, how good could you get in that period? And then what happens after that? Like what's down the line? So next I had to find a coach. And for me that was pretty easy. I went with Jack McLeod, who is the head training professional at 5iron in Mentone, where I play like all the time. Look, mate, you've got your work cut out for you.
Yep, I certainly do.
We've had like a preliminary look at where I'm at.
Yeah.
Head on?
Yeah. Really the only shot I needed to get, but just go a couple more.
That was pretty textbook for me, mate. That felt like a good shot, if I'm honest. Oh no, that one wasn't as good. Don't look at that one. He's walked away and he's got to come back and see that one, and I'm going to be embarrassed by it. Oh God. To what extent do you reckon it's possible?
Well, usually this conversation starts with a lot of keenness, but the player doesn't practice or doesn't implement. Yep. But in this case, you've sworn to me, pinky promise, that you're going to go pretty hard at this. So as a coach, I'm really excited because I can give great instruction. Yep. I can tell people the right thing to do. Yep. But are they going to put in the necessary reps to get it done? So very exciting.
And what you've done nicely here is set up that if it doesn't work, it's my fault.
Absolutely, yeah. It's all on you. Everything sets up quite nicely for us here. Like the setup. Takeaway is very clean, so we're happy with that. Working to a really good position at the top, quite happy with that. And then the transition on the way down puts the club into a good spot. Always love seeing that club go through that forearm line. Sometimes players are a bit steep, and if you've got that tendency to go over the top, we sometimes see that club more through the shoulder line there. But you're in a good position, and then we get into the ball pretty well. There's a couple of things we can touch on. But just from the front-on vision here, we're really seeing a lack of quality impact position. So you're setting up nicely. You can see it's set up. The hands are in front of the ball. So you've got a good little forward lean on the shaft, which is nice. But as we come down to the ball, we actually lose a bit of that angle. So you can see through here, we're scooping a little bit through the ball. We're not quite compressing as well as we'd like. Yep. So that's now a poor position. This really highlights where we're at and just that impact position we want to get to. So when we look at as we move down, we're losing that right wrist angle, body stalls and doesn't rotate. And you can see that just post-impact there, a bit scoopy. Yep. It's throwing the club face around, it's compromising your impact position. So just where we want to get to, really geared by body rotation and right hand, just holding through. You can see that true impact position and post-impact.
Such a difference.
So I've got 2 drills we're going to do and a training aid that's going to really hopefully fast track the feel into reality, or feel versus real is going to hopefully match up really quickly. So what we're seeing on the way down is if you had your right palm on the grip, about halfway down you would push off essentially. So because you're gripping on, you're there, but your right hand's off the grip as you move down. We really want to feel that right palm really driving into the back of the ball, okay? As opposed to sort of letting it go halfway and letting the club take over. So my first drill, and it's actually a drill Ludwig Aberg does, who's obviously a tremendous ball striker, but this obviously really helps him with that feel. So what he does is he puts the right palm on the grip and just hits probably a 3/4 shot, just trying to feel like he can really push that club into the back of the ball with a good right hand position. So there's no real result we're looking for.
Yeah.
It's more just the feel that on the way down, you're educating your right hand to stay with pressure working into the ball with a little bit of rotation.
There's obviously lots of ways to measure a golfer's ability.
Yeah.
I have a handicap, but it's old, probably 22-ish.
Yep.
That's my best score ever. Is bogey golf, 18 over.
Yeah.
That is my best.
Yeah, which still kind of sucks, but that's fine. We're not actually going to hit tournament swings or game day swings. We're going to do, in this first training block, a lot of rehearsal drill swings. And it seems like you're not achieving the grand result, but this is the base work to achieve that. So week 1 is going to be not a fun week for you because you're going to do a lot of these boring drills.
Sure.
But this is where people don't improve because they don't do the groundwork. But you've given me the pinky promise that you're going to grind away and you're going to do this correctly.
Double pinky promise it was. Yeah.
Exactly right. So we're going to work on this first drill. Probably going to hit about 20, 30 balls here. Right hand on, just feeling that pressure coming through. Okay.
I can already tell this is going to feel super fucked up.
For sure.
Is handicap like the best?
In a short amount of time, it's going to be very hard to change the handicap. And it's quite funny. I tell people that their initial few games after our series of lessons are going to be scoring-wise a bit poor because they're going to hit it so much further than they used to. So handicap, sometimes not the best form of measurement in a short sample size. If you can bank 10, 20 rounds of golf, we're expecting 20 to 30% drop of handicap on average.
Sure.
If we can be really good, we can really split that and get to that magic single figure mark for you from bogey golf. So we want to do the TrackMan Combine, which is a really key metric of how good you are at the sport.
Yes, the TrackMan Combine. Now, for those playing at home, put really simply, TrackMan Combine is like a skills test. Now, you'd think you'd go to the TrackMan website to get more information about this. You can't do that because there isn't fucking any information on the website. We'll just Google TrackMan Combine. I'll link to TrackMan's website. So thanks, TrackMan, for that. TrackMan Combine's like 60 shots at targets of varying distances. So I'm going to give you meters. I'm going to print yards on the screen if you're fucking weird. You take 3 shots at 55 meters, 3 shots at 65, 75, 85, 95, 105, 125, 145, and 165. And then you do 3 drives. And then you do that whole thing twice. It will give you a score out of 100 points for each shot. And then at the end, we'll give you an average score for your 60 shots. And based on the shot type and how close you are to the pin or to the landing spot, etc., fancy TrackMan formulas that I can't fucking tell you anything about because they don't have anything on the website. It estimates what it thinks your handicap is based on shitloads of people who've done this test and how you rank against them and what their handicaps are. Wish me luck. Oh boy. We're not worried about the result, he says. I don't even feel like my right hand's even attached to the fucking club. It feels like it's just doing nothing.
Cool. And really push through. Give me a practice swing where that club's really contacting the turf. Okay? So you're going to drive more downwards. That's it. Good. That's the downward feel I want you to get.
Okay. Fuck me, this is difficult.
Okay, we've got 28, 30 days. What can actually be done and changed in that time? And I really feel that the changing motor pattern, changing hardwired technique can be done with enough repetitions. 12 to 28 days there's some data on that's the amount of time it can take to change hardwired motor pattern. We're going to identify some swing faults and we've got to nail these really quickly. And at the end of the day, I can show you what you're doing wrong. A 5 handicapper can show you what you're doing wrong. Not a lot of people can actually go through the structured process of fixing that.
Teach you how to fix it.
we'll obviously go through that in a bit more depth.
Inside of 28 days. You got your work cut out for you.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Should we crack on?
Awesome. Let's get into it.
I'm excited.
All right, cool.
I'm hyped.
So drill 2 is very much this piece here.
Yep.
So one thing that's really hard to gather is the feel from here to there. So it's always nice to have a training aid that you can feel through the swing, but also hit balls with.
Sure.
And this is this training aid. It's called the Pro Sender. And it's perfect for what we're looking to do. You can see it's a molded cast. On the way down, your tendency, you create the angle, but we lose the angle, okay? So you can see the gap there. So your challenge or your feel is to keep the right hand on the back of that tool to maintain that angle. And if we're going to rotate the face, we still want to maintain that pressure. I don't want you to flick it that way to close the face. We want to learn to maintain this angle
get there with the body, right?
all the way to contact. So similar to our first drill, this is a bit more game day-like because we can hold it normal, we can make full swing shots. But I want you to try to maintain that pressure all the way to contact.
Okay. I can't even get the fucking thing on. All right.
Yep, that's it. So nice and tight.
Okay. Oh, that angle's so steep. Holy shit. That's where I'm supposed to.
That's where you're meant to be.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And a bit the same as that last drill, just do a little half back, half through, just try to feel it out. Doesn't need to be a tournament swing just yet. Good swing. Did that feel pretty solid?
Yeah.
Contact-wise?
The difference in swing number 1, the difference in what it felt like to impact the ball is fucking...
Yeah. And it's interesting that the ball went off to the right. So normally in your downswing, you don't have a lot of body rotation.
Yeah.
So the only thing that squares the face up
is the wrist. Yeah. So you reckon a lesson a week?
Yep. One lesson a week and as much contact as you can with the golf club in between is better.
Okay.
The last one I want to do is we're going to go down to a pitching wedge.
Yep.
Okay.
I got those.
And what we're going to do is just do this sort of abbreviated punch shot. And I would say the practicality for this in game day is for you about 100 metres into the wind, there's going to be a shot you're going to utilise. So you're going to knock it under the wind.
Yep.
And really all we're looking to do is just make that same move, but we're not following through. So I want you to feel like your finish position is you're trying to point the club at the target. But at impact, I want you to really feel down and through, very punchy. The desire is to keep this wedge shot flighting low, okay?
Feel it low.
Yeah. Cool.
Is that the low flight we were looking for?
No. And that just tells me you didn't get into the impact position I'm after.
There's no hiding. Yeah, man, there's no hiding.
Absolutely. The numbers are right in front of us. Like I can't cheat my way through it as a coach. The student can't cheat their way through it. It's all there in front of us.
Just got to get it right. The good news is this is going to irritate me so much that I'm going to come in here every fucking day.
Absolutely.
So if I'm completely honest with you, after that first proper lesson with Jack, I was like, maybe golf's not for everyone. Maybe you're a bit shit and you probably shouldn't be doing this. Maybe you should just stop filming this series. Just go back to being shit at golf. Why is this so fucking hard, Jack? Jesus Christ. But then I went back with enough time to just hit a lot of golf balls, and it started a little rough. Oh, yuck. But then the more golf balls I hit, the more it started to feel like, no, hang on a second, I can get this. I feel like I understand what getting the hands in front of the shaft feels like now. Now it's just going to be a matter of translating that to full swings. .27, that's fucking dog shit. That was awful. Righto, second day of practice. I'm fucking hyped. After practice session number 1, I felt pretty good. So we're gonna go figure some shit out. But I woke up this morning and my fucking back. I'm tall, and that's not like a boast. It's a complaint. It's a fucking problem. So I've had back problems my whole life. The other problem is 5-Iron seem to be having a technical problem with their online booking system. And this, to be fair to 5-Iron, this is the first time I've seen this. Usually it's really fucking straightforward and easy to book. But the booking system wasn't showing me available slots. Not because I don't think there are any available, just because they're having a technical problem. I hope. I mean, there's a chance that there's none available and that I'm driving in for nothing. Like for no golf. Whoop, this truck's just decided to change lanes in front of me. So 5-Iron in Moorabbin is at the back of, front, I don't know, next to the Moorabbin airport. But every time I drive down here, past all these planes, I wish that I wasn't poor. Because then you could do like one of those, like Tassie, King Island golf trips to play like pristine golf courses. And some of them have like Barnbougle, I think, has its own fucking runway. You can literally fly there from here. But you know, poor. Right. I'm gonna go see if there's any bays available. You wait here. Let's fucking go. I'm getting a coffee. That's what I'm doing. It is one of the many perks of indoor golf. Good coffee. All right, we're away. What a great start. What a great start. These numbers are, I think launch angle's too low at 18. We'll ask someone who knows. I don't. But 108 meters, 24, I think, is too. Oh, what do you say? Below 25. See that? Well, I don't know. That felt better to me, and it's not. Here, I thought I'm doing good. That was crap. Jack won't be happy with that. He won't be happy with it. So this is feel both real, right? Because that felt like I honestly felt like I contacted that ball like with my hands way out in front of my leg, and it's just not. Oh, my back is not good. 6 degrees down. You know, after I lie down for a second, we'll have a look at that shot. Oh my God. Oh, just thrusting for the people of 5-Iron. Hello. Hello, Jack McLeod. Hands in front of the ball. I feel like that's not what a follow through is supposed to look like, but you know, fuck, I'm shit at golf, one thing at a time. Too high. Oh, my back's just had a wee spasm. Okay. Fuck. No. Okay, well, signing out. I'm probably gonna go find a physiotherapist. Jesus. And it kind of spasms, but doesn't feel like a muscular spasm. But when it does, it's like you know, 8 out of 10. It's pretty painful.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the test centre. Here we're away. That carried 57, went too far. Carried 55. That's too short, I think. At 45. That's not a good score. We can't have that on these short ones. We can't be doing that. It's better. Ooh, things aren't going well. 69, not bad. We'll take that. Need a few more of those 69s. Like, that is not the shot I've been practicing for a week. Well, it's not as bad as it was, but that was awful. That was like open club face. It's going right. It was launched way too high. That was like the worst shot I've hit today. And I've hit some stinkers. Okay, well, look, I've gone through every shot once. There were some crackingly bad shots in there. I'd say as we stand, we're going to score worse. But it's because of these short ones where I'm usually quite good. Because the long stuff was all better. Oh my word. That's what we needed. That's what we needed to see. That makes me happy. All right. Get those short game wedges in. That was pretty good, I reckon. 93. Look at that for landing at a 145. Not concentrating. Gotta keep your fucking focus, you fucking idiot. Jesus. Don't mind me. I'm fine. Everything's fine. That was mostly for you, if I'm honest. I keep a very level head. I was thinking about coffee. I had the coffee grinder, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, 3 drives separate me from the best score I've ever had on this by a fucking country mile. And, you know, average. Some points is all we need here. Haven't practiced this bit yet, haven't learnt this bit yet, just some points. Ideally more than 19, but that's pretty good, I think. That's the sort of some points I'm talking about. You know? That's what we needed. Finished with an 83. Back to the studio. Look, I'm not going to show you the whole fucking combine, obviously, but although maybe I could if you wanted to see it. Let me know and I'll upload it. Here we have 2 combines. One from earlier this year, one from the 8th of August. Look, as you can see, let's go earlier this year. It breaks down the average score for each distance. And this here is the average score for the whole combine, 60 shots. And then my estimated handicap. So it thinks we've gained 4 strokes, which is fucking sensational. Some really interesting things to think about, though, in terms of getting better. After 125 meters in January, I was fucking garbage. After 125 meters in just now, I was less garbage, but still pretty garbage. The 165s. Like, if you go down to these shots, like there was 2 shots where I scored 0, which is just not good enough. So anyway, what's happened here after 1 week of drilling and doing a combine, that's a good improvement. Look, if I've piqued your interest and you want to watch the next video, which is coming soon, my whole goal was to create a program that allowed for like people who have regular fucking lives, and my back's been fucked. But also my daughter, a 5-month-old daughter at the time filming this, has been quite unwell. She's just been diagnosed with epilepsy and has been having seizures. And so, life gets in the way of golf, as it fucking probably should. So I'll keep swinging the club, and we'll see what comes next. I don't know what that is. It hurts. Everything hurts. Okay, that was foot attack angle. That was it. Okay, that's literally, if I can do that every time. I don't know, like, how to end the video. Like, what am I supposed to, like...